College is a scam. It really just is. At least for me when I went, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. But first off, I just want to say thank you for all the support on the last video. Got 194 views, 2 new subscribers. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. And also, I'll be looking down at my phone a lot because it's where I keep all my bullet points and all my notes and things, and helps me keep me organized. But yes, so let's just get right into it. I don't want to bore you guys any longer, but also I am sick. That's why I haven't posted in the last couple of days. But the 194 views gave me a little kick of inspiration to just start recording, but I do feel horrible. So anyways, college is a scam. Like, let's be real. It may not have been a while ago, but it is now. For most of it, for at least my major and what I went for. So the common debate is college worth it? Some would say yes, some wouldn't agree. To a lot of people it is a scam, but to a bunch of other people it is still valuable information and stuff that you still need to learn and get a degree for. But first, we're going to explain why college feels like a scam, or at least why it does to me. High costs and student debt, right? The cost of tuition is just going up and up and up. Not to mention apartments are going up and up and up, but the salaries are staying the same. That's true for just about anything, but college especially, because like 50, 60 years ago, you could get a college degree for maybe about $20,000 for all 4 years, right? I don't know if that's true. I'm just ignorantly talking, but now it's $20,000 a semester for most good colleges, right? For most D1 at least. And a lot of these colleges have outdated curriculums, right? They teach classes that are not needed anymore, right? And even if there are jobs that we still do need that these colleges teach, the material is outdated because this job has elevated since. Like, let's say for marketing, right? When I went to college, some marketing majors had textbooks from 15 years ago, but now marketing is so different than it was 15 years ago. Now we got people on TikTok promoting these fucking mouth tape bullshit. And you know, that's a whole different side of marketing that was created within the last 2 or 3 years. That is a whole different subgenre and niche of marketing that is not going to be mentioned in these textbooks. Short form content marketing is not really going to be put into these textbooks, even though that's where our world is looking like it's going to head to. And the next point I want to make is lack of guaranteed success. A degree does not always lead to a stable career. Like, I would see these memes on Instagram Reels or TikTok or something, and it's like getting into my Uber, and my driver is talking about how he has a degree in computer science, but he's my Uber driver. It's the same thing, you know. A degree doesn't always mean that you're going to have a stable career your entire life. It means that you are able to do the job, but it does not mean that you're going to get the job, because a lot of these job spaces it's insanely competitive, right? Even if you get the job, doesn't guarantee that you will keep the job forever, because they might find somebody that'll do more work for less money than you, and boom, they get hired. And also, seems to be a huge overemphasis on degrees. Like, a lot of this stuff that you can do, I see this more in like creative majors than anything. These businesses don't really care if you have a degree or not. They care if you can do it. Let's say for music, I was a music industry major, right? I make music all the time. I post music on Spotify and Apple Music and whatnot. And like there's these 16, 17, 18-year-old artists with a cracked version of FL Studios, and their songs are going triple platinum. Like, look at David, right? He made Romantic Homicide on his cell phone, and it has over 1 billion streams, right? He can just do it. He didn't go to school for it. He didn't do X, Y, and Z for it. He put something out there, and people loved it so much. Boom, instant success. And he will be good for the rest of his life, right? He didn't go to school for it. He doesn't have a degree in vocal singing. He doesn't have a degree in anything, right? But that just goes to show that if your art is good enough, you can go anywhere, right? And unfortunately, the same can't be really said for the painters and the digital artists, right? Because now with AI is stepping in, and now these businesses and these people can just ask AI to make art for them. That looks either just as good or just barely subpar. And it's free. They don't have to pay anybody, right? Because why would you go pay an artist for real art when you could, like this is me speaking in a business-centric mind, right? If I was fucking Walmart, or like that Coca-Cola ad where they used AI, like, it's cheaper for me to write in a prompt and have a computer generate a video for me than it is for me to pay for a team and artists and a production and editors and CGI artists, right? When I can just do it for free, so I don't have to waste money. That's what a lot of these businesses are doing. So the digital artists and the painters and that kind of art is shifting out of the business. Like, unfortunately, it is. It's very slow right now, but I guarantee it's going to speed up in the future. Also, poor financial education. Schools don't teach finance. They don't teach loans. They don't teach debts. They don't teach credit cards, right? And they don't really have to. You're paying them for a specific kind of education. But this, even more in high school, right? I had an econ class, right, where we learned about the economy. We learned about entrepreneurship. We learned about stocks. We never put that into practice. It was almost like we were supposed to be aware that it is a thing to do, right? But my econ teacher, horrible teacher, amazing guy though. He was just like, all right, read chapter 3, do vocab. That was every single lesson for anything, right? We would just read it, do vocab on it, and then we'd take a test, and that was the entire class. There's nothing really to learn there. We're just memorizing buzzwords. We weren't really putting anything into practice. So I barely know anything about the economy, right? And, people in the comments are going to be like, well, you should have just paid attention. You should have just learned. I was in high school. I wanted to leave. I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible when I was in it. If I don't actively have to pay attention and it's not going to cause an immediate detriment to my life if I don't, then I'm not, like if I think this has part to do with my ADHD, but I hate mentioning that every fucking video. Oh my God. I feel like a pick-me. Anyways, like if something doesn't immediately reward me with success after I complete it, I don't want to do it. Same for consequences. If something doesn't if a consequence doesn't immediately happen after I don't do something, I'm still not gonna do it. Anyways, that's a whole other tangent. So the college experience versus reality, right? The dream versus the actual ROI or return on investment, right? So you go to college, you make friends, you get your degree, right? You're $60, $80, $120,000 in debt. How are you going to pay this debt off for the rest of your life, right? Kind of seems like you went to this college with money that you don't have so that you can learn a skill to pay off the money that you don't have. It's all just a big capitalistic thing, you know? It's like investing but on people, but it doesn't seem like it, even though it technically is, right? So let's break it down like this, right? Let's say I'm a bank, right? And there's this student that wants to be a lawyer, right? They have to get they have to get any type of degree first. So they got to go to college for at least 2 years, right? No, I think it's bachelor's. They have to go for at least 4 years, and then they have to do another 7 years of school. I think. I only met one guy in college that wanted to be a lawyer, but so let's break it down. Let's just say hypothetically, he has 7 years total of college, right? $20,000 a semester. That's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money, right? And if I'm this bank, you know, and I give all this money to these kids, right? They're definitely not going to pay off all of it on time every single time. So I'm going to put interest on it. And if I put interest on it, then they owe me more money. So I make a profit, right? I would just be handing out these loans to just anybody, you know? And let's say they can't pay it off for whatever reason, or they pass away, or they get locked up in jail. That's okay. I've got millions of other students that struggle to pay off their debts, so I'm making money anyways. I can afford to lose a person here and there. That's more like, that's kind of like college sucks adjacent. It's not really the college's fault, but they do have a hand to play in it. Well, they have a hand in. They don't try and stop it, right? There's not a new method for these kids to go to college. So that's me personally why I think college is a scam. Lots of people say that college isn't a scam, but I don't really believe in that, so I'm not gonna really talk about it. Mainly because I'm losing a lot of energy by talking right now because I'm super duper sick. So I think I'm gonna go lay down after I upload this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on the last video. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned because I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just talk about random bullshit in these videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you later in the next one. Like, subscribe, follow, do whatever. I don't care. Peace out.